Hey, Rashid Kopul here. I'm not a good swimmer, I never have been. And it's been decades since I was in a pool. But Barbara and I recently decided to start swimming. And I realized that to get better, I really needed to get a coach, to have swimming lessons, adult swimming classes. So I went out and got the gear and decided to, dare I say, bite the bullet and get in the pool. And it was really quite interesting because the first time I was in the pool, I managed to go maybe 2 or 3 meters and then swallow quite a lot of water. And as my swimming instructor said, you're taking on water. Anyway, it has improved quite remarkably just by taking the time to learn how to stroke, how to breathe, how to actually start to swim using the correct techniques. And something that my instructor said stuck with me recently. He said, in swimming, you actually have to slow down to get good. You're going too fast, Rashid. You're trying to do too much too fast. And I thought, what is the relationship between how to get better at swimming and how to get better at sales? And there is one. Because in sales, what I've observed with a lot of people is that they try and rush in too fast. They literally want to vomit all their products, features, and benefits all over a client long before the client is ready to actually hear them, or even if you know that there's any level of interest in the first place. And so in sales, one of the fundamentals is that you need to slow down to speed up. Slowing down means you stop, you listen to what the client really has to say. You delve into the client's issues as to what is really going on for them. You get a sense of what the real problem is, not necessarily the surface problem. And you want to get to a place where they trust you enough to be able to tell you what is really going on, not just the surface stuff. And only once you've achieved that level of trust, which comes from developing rapport, then and only then can you start talking about what your solution is and how it would work to help them. Because the biggest mistake is jumping in, boots and all, before the client is actually ready to hear if you've got a solution. So in all sales, slow down, step back, and as one of my original sales coaches said, sometimes you need to bite your tongue until it bleeds. Even if you've heard a possible objection dozens of times, always stop, consider what must be happening for this particular person to say this, and then give a considered answer. So if you'd like more help with your sales process and your sales techniques, and your mindset going into a sales situation, we run a number of different programs to help our clients improve their sales performance so that the revenue of their organizations increases and they bring in more highly profitable deals. If that's something we could help you with, feel free to reach out. Till next time, my name is Rashid Kotwal.